Hello dear student, welcome in the second lecture of FYBSc semester 2nd. In the previous lecture we have started our third chapter. The name of that chapter is Qualitative Analysis of Organic Compound. In the today's lecture we are going to start our topic Systematic Analysis of Binary Mixture. This systematic analysis of binary mixture, it is divided into different steps. So some steps we already discussed in the first lecture. In this lecture we are going to discuss the second step of the systematic analysis of binary mixture. So this is the content of the today's lecture. Separation of mixture into two components. We know that there are three types of nature of the compound: solid solid, then solid liquid and liquid liquid. Okay, so we have to separate that nature. Solid solid means we have to separate two solids in two different component. Okay, same way solid liquid and liquid liquid we are going to separate. So in this lecture the content is the separation of solid solid mixture. This separation, it is performed by three groups. In the first group, separation of group first, separation of group second, and third one is the separation of group third. So in the first separation of group 1, in that the type is acid phenol, acid base and acid neutral. In the second case, the separation of group second, it consists of the types phenol base, phenol neutral. And at the last, separation of group third, it consists of a type base neutral. Okay, so this is the content of the today's lecture. We start the lecture with this point. Before starting this point, we must know the previous lecture's points. We discussed the nature of organic compound is having three types. The first one is solid solid, second one is solid liquid. This is first solid solid, solid liquid and liquid liquid. This is the three types of nature of organic compound. If our nature is solid solid, at that time our first step is type determination. And the second step is the separation of that solid solid compound. Okay, if our compound nature is solid liquid, at that time our first step is separation and the second step is type determination. Same way in the liquid liquid mixture also, our first step is separation of that liquid liquid mixture, and after that we have to determine the type of that liquid liquid mixture. Okay, so student, you have to remember that if the solid solid mixture is there, we first determine the type and then we do the separation. And if our substance nature, compound nature is solid liquid or liquid liquid, at that time our first step is separation and the second step is type determination. Okay, so this point you have to remember. So in the today's lecture we only discuss the separation of a solid solid mixture. So by these three groups we separate the solid solid mixture. These two separation, that is separation of solid liquid and separation of liquid liquid, this part we will discuss in the next lecture. Here I am writing this point for understanding. Okay, we start with this point, separation of mixture into two components. In that we separate the solid solid mixture by first way, that is separation of group first. Student, in the solid solid mixture we determine the type. Initial step is type determination. So we know the type of the organic compound. So the type may be acid phenol, acid base or acid neutral. If our type is acid phenol, acid base or acid neutral, then the separation it is done by this group first. Is it clear? Because we determine the type initially. That's why we know the type. So by knowing that type, if the type is acid phenol, acid base or acid neutral, then separation it is done by the first group. And if the type is base phenol, base neutral, then we do the separation by group second. And if our type is base neutral, then we do the separation by group third. Right? So we do the separation by group first. So what we have to do, student? We take all the mixture in a beaker. Okay. Then we add 10% NaCO3, sodium bicarbonate. What happened when we add this sodium bicarbonate? What exactly happened? This is the reaction which is happened during this separation. Our compound, the type is acid. So this is the functional group of acid. When we add this NaCO3, 10% NaCO3, so what happened? There is a effervescence of CO2 observed. Okay. Effervescence of CO2 observed means what? This Na get attached to this side. So there is a formation of a sodium salt which is soluble. Okay. And this CO2 gas, it is liberated. That's why we observe the effervescence of CO2 and formation of water. How much quantity of NaCO3 is added in this mixture till the effervescence of CO2 gets stopped? Okay. Then what we have to do? We have to filter that compound. When we filter, filtration it is done by simple way. We take a funnel. On that funnel we place a filter paper and we pour all the mixture. So what happen? The filtrate which is collected in the another beaker and residue which is obtained on the filter paper. Okay. So filtrate obtained in the beaker and residue obtained on the filter paper. That residue contain phenol, this phenol, base or neutral compound. Wash this residue with NaCO3. Why we wash again? Because if some acid is present on that residue, it get washed out and with the water. So this residue is nothing but our second compound. Okay. So we go to the first one, this filtrate. It is a clear solution. It is soluble. Our compound is soluble in NaCO3. Okay. So we are getting this compound in the precipitate form. So how we get that compound? We cool that filtrate. Whatever filtrate is obtained, we cool that filtrate in ice or we cool it at normal temperature. Okay. Acidify with the concentrated HCl. Acidify with the concentrated HCl. So what exactly happened? Our filtrate, it is nothing but the sodium salt which is soluble. This is a sodium salt. And we add concentrated HCl. That means this Na, it combined with this Cl and there is a formation of a NaCl. And this hydrogen get attached to this Na position. So we get the acid, and this acid it is obtained in the form of precipitate. So we are getting the compound in the form of solid. Okay. So once we get this compound, our next step is filter this compound on the Buchner funnel. So we get a dried compound. Then after dry it well, then recrystallize that compound with the suitable solvent. Okay, it is clear. So from this filtrate we get a first compound and from this residue we are getting the second compound. Okay, in this way we separate the compound by group first. Okay. So the next point is separation of group second. In that we have to separate phenol base type or phenol neutral type. In that what we have to do, we take all the mixture in beaker, add 2 normal NaOH. So we know that our compound contain phenol. Here the phenol is common. So our compound contain phenol. So we take all the mixture in beaker, add 2 normal NaOH. So what exactly happened? Phenol, this is nothing but the ArOH. Okay. When we add the NaOH, so there is a formation of a sodium salt of phenol. Again it is soluble. We get a clear solution. Okay. We get a sodium salt of phenol. Then add water, stir well for 10 minutes, and then what we have to do? We have to filter this compound. So again in the beaker we collect a filtrate, and on the filter paper we collect a residue. This residue is either of base or it is neutral. Wash this residue with little NaOH. Why we wash this residue with little NaOH, student? Because if the phenol compound it is present in the residue, it get washed out. That's why we wash that residue with the little NaOH and then with the water. Okay. So we get sodium salt of phenol by adding NaOH in the whole mixture. That is nothing but the filtrate. Okay. Cool this filtrate in ice, or we cool that filtrate at normal temperature and acidify with the concentrated HCl. How much HCl is added in this filtrate, student? Till the acidic to the litmus. Means we check the pH of that solution. It must be acidic. Okay. The sodium salt, when we add HCl, so what happened? What reaction is happen here, student? This is a sodium salt of phenol, this one. Okay. We add concentrated HCl. So this Na, it form a NaCl and this H get attached to this side. So we get a phenol precipitate and NaCl is given out. Okay. So this PPT is obtained. This is nothing but our first compound. And our second compound which is obtained in the residue. Okay. So in this way we separate first and second compound. Filter the precipitate on Buckner funnel. It is a, we get a compound in a dried form. Then recrystallize the compound with a suitable solvent. Okay. So in this way we separate the compound by group second. Okay, it is clear. So in short you have to remember that if our type is phenol base or phenol neutral, then the separation it is done by the group second. Okay, at that time what we have to do, we take all the mixture in beaker, we add concentrated HCl, sorry 2 normal NaOH, then we filter that part, we get filtrate and residue contain the second solid compound, while this filtrate contain the first solid compound. On that filtrate we add concentrated HCl, we get the PPT, again filter that PPT and dry it well and recrystallize with the proper solvent. Okay, in this way we separate the two compounds by group second. Then the last point of this lecture, separation of compound by group third. In that the type is base neutral. So what we have to do, we take all the mixture in a beaker, add 20 ml dilute HCl solution. Stir well for 5 minutes and filter it. So what exactly happened? We know that our compound contain base. The general formula for base is RNH2. And when we add this dilute HCl, so what happened here? Student, this H it is transferred to this NH2. Then there is a formation of NH3. And this Cl it is present in the close vicinity. Okay. So that's why we get hydrochlorides of base, which is soluble. Okay. We get hydrochlorides of base. So when in whole mixture we add 20 ml dilute HCl, we get hydrochlorides of base which is soluble. Okay. Then we filter this compound. Again we get filtrate and we get residue. Residue which is present on the filter paper and filtrate which is present in the beaker. Okay, this residue contain our second compound. It is a neutral. This one is a neutral. Wash with the concentrated HCl or dilute HCl. Okay, then wash with the water. Okay, why we wash with the concentrated HCl? Again, if our residue contains some base compound, it get dissolve out and we get a pure neutral compound. Okay, then here this filtrate, again we cool this filtrate in ice or at room temperature and add 2 normal NaOH till alkaline to the litmus. Means again here we check the pH of that solution. It is alkaline pH, means greater than 7. Okay, acidic pH means less than 7 and 7 means exactly 7 means it is a neutral compound. So here the NaOH is base is added into this filtrate. That's why the pH of the solution it is must be alkaline more than 7. Okay, this hydrochloride of the base, is converted into the base which brings insoluble precipitate out. Means this hydrochloride base, when we add NaOH, then there is a formation of a base PPT. This Na it form a NaCl and this OH it form, this OH take H from this NH3, so there is a formation of water and base is precipitate. Okay, this precipitated base it is filtered on Buchner funnel and recrystallize that base and that neutral compound separately from a proper solvent. With the help of proper solvent, we have to recrystallize that two compounds. Okay, it is clear. So I again repeat this last point: separation of this base neutral type of compound by group third. We take all the mixture, add dilute HCl, then filter that compound. We get filtrate and residue. Residue contain the neutral compound and filtrate contain the base compound. So this filtrate it is a clear solution. That's why in that filtrate we add 2 normal NaOH. So when we add 2 normal NaOH, there is a precipitate is formed. That precipitate it is nothing but the base compound. Okay, in this way we are getting a base from the filtrate and residue, neutral compound from the residue. Okay, we recrystallize that compound separately with the help of proper solvent. So you have to remember this separation of solid-solid mixture by the 3 groups. Okay, so with this we complete our lecture. In the next lecture we will discuss the separation of solid liquid and separation of a liquid compound. Okay student, thank you.